Well, I absolutely agree. I think it's one of the biggest concerns of this new strong mayor. And I very much want to make job creation the #1 goal of the city employees, besides what their real purpose, what their day-to-day job is. But to think about how they can affect new jobs, how they do. In fact, in my 10-point plan, I've put a red tape hotline as something I would like to propose. And a lot of it's being flexible. We haven't been flexible in the past. We haven't been able to kind of get past the rules, some of which were put in place for a good reason, but many of which were put in place because they were for the abuser, and not for creating jobs and helping business. And I can give lots of examples. I can give it on a small scale and a big scale.
I'm going to reconstitute the rapid response team within the city government. I'm going to have one person reporting directly to me who's responsible for solving and facilitating solution of business climate issues with our existing employers, large and small, startup, mid-sized and large. We must expedite the process of approvals in our city for all kinds of companies. We must reduce overreaching regulations and pare back onerous fees, and I will do that. There are future leaders of our businesses, our nonprofits, and of our neighborhoods, and so you're right, Phil, they're critical. I think there are a couple of points here. One is we need to have a process, a public process, whereby younger people will have a venue through which their voices will be heard. I've met a lot of younger people in this campaign, and I agree, we don't have enough young people involved in our leadership. Part of it is asking them, part of it is them stepping up. I can't tell you the number of conversations I've had. I had one last weekend with a group where people were laying out for me the 15 or 20 things they expect me to get done. You know what I said in return? I said, fine, I'm prepared to step up. And you need to do that also.
Well, there's an engagement factor that's a problem with that age. In fact, look at who voted in this last election. 18 to 35 was the lowest voter turnout. Look at the room today. Not many people under 30 here, are there? I think there's a disconnect between what we do as a city and what we can do for the people that want to be a part of it. And in my mind, I think we haven't done a good job with creating that youth culture, the hipness, the concentration of arts and music, the outdoor life that really brings them here and keeps them here. And I think that's something that we need to strategically plan and develop, but we certainly need to invite them to the table. There's 58 boards and commissions that the city appoints, that the city council appoints. Not sure they reach out to those communities to have them be a part of it.
Okay. I said earlier we need a vibrant downtown. If you go to successful cities, and we have a delegation going, our community does, to Oklahoma City this week, which is turned this city around. They have a vibrant downtown. It needs to be the heart of our community. I hope we can attract a sports venue. We need to find other ways to facilitate and encourage people to start businesses downtown through less regulation, lower fees, better response from city government. If we will improve the business climate here, that will go a long way. And if we can achieve a smarter, leaner city government without tax increases, in my opinion, we will be far more attractive. If you're somebody thinking about starting a business here, and you've heard about us turning off the streetlights and not watering our parks, are you going to move here, or are you going to start a business and keep it here?
Amateur sports complex. So maybe the southwest part of downtown. Opening up the south slope of Pikes Peak. 6 large reservoirs that would be available for fishing. Looking at our whole area as a strategic initiative on how to move forward to create outdoor sports and recreation. That's our key. That's our ticket. That outdoor life.
You know, I'm not a politician or a bureaucrat. I've never run for elected office before. Not sure how I got here, but I'm happy to be here for this incredible opportunity to help my community. That's all I'm about. I want to apply my life's work, management, marketing skill sets I've learned over my career, and the community leadership I've experienced, and bring those to the mayor's office. I'm going to sell this city to our community and to all of Colorado the entire world.
But the reality of it is that I am change. I don't want this city controlled by developers. I think they should have a seat at the table. I don't want the city controlled by social conservatives. They should have a seat at the table. I don't want the city controlled by anti-government crusaders. They can buy elections. Look at what's happening today. $150,000 because I didn't sign the tax pledge? What does that say about Colorado Springs? We're all a part of this community. We need to be bigger and better.